Om Shanti, Shiv Baba's Murli, 12th August 2023. Sweet children, the true definition of love is transformation. Love means either becoming like the one you love or making them like you. Acha. Today, whose divine presence has graced us? Today, the Father's divine presence is here, and He is right before you. But how did you become divine authorities? Until now, no one had been able to reach where you have reached today. You, the beloved children, went beyond this mortal realm, called the Father from the supreme abode, and brought him here. Could anyone else have done this? From the time of the Dwapar Yuga, countless gurus, saints, and sages have come, but none could find the path to the Supreme Father. He resided in the highest seventh realm beyond human reach. But what did you children do? Do you realize what you have accomplished? You brought the Father down from the highest heavens. So who holds the true authority? You, the divine children. Many in the path of devotion performed intense penance, made great sacrifices, and even gave up their lives in their search for God. Yet, He did not come. Many called out to Him, but there was only one force strong enough to pull Him down, the rope of love. This is the only thread with the power to reach the supreme abode and draw the Father towards His children. No other force, no other bond can even touch that divine realm. And if they cannot reach that realm, how can they touch the Father? But this rope, this sacred thread of love, has the power to bring Him to you. And when pulled with true devotion, the Father runs toward His children. How? Bound by love. The Father loves you all so much, but do you love Him just as deeply? Do you? No, you do not. Why not? Think about it. If a soul, leaving its old body behind, journeys to the subtle world to meet the Father, would you feel joy? Would you celebrate their union with God? No. Instead, you would grieve, you would weep, you would lament, saying, "Look, they went to meet the Father, and now they are gone." But what would the Father say? He would say, "You are late, while this soul reached me before you." Yet you wouldn't rejoice. Instead, you would cry in sorrow. Now reflect. When BapDada descends to meet you, do you feel joy? Why do you feel this happiness? Because He comes before you, right? He comes in front of you. And because of love, isn't it? Now think. BapDada does not have a physical body, yet He takes a medium to meet you. But you, who have your own body, do not travel to the supreme abode to meet Him. You have the choice. You can leave the body and unite with the Father, so why do you hesitate? So Baba asks, do you have understanding? If not, you will receive it and return to your body. But does the Father have this option? When BapDada left Brahma Baba's body, it was because the body had become old. The next body for the Father is predestined. But how much effort must it take for Him to enter and adjust in it? Children think Baba is almighty. For him, this must be effortless, like a snap of the fingers. Yes, it may seem like a small thing, but remember, if a soul is already in a body, it must first vacate it to allow the Father to enter. Think about your worldly home. If a guest comes for a few days, you welcome them wholeheartedly. But if they decide to stay permanently, would you allow it? No. Eventually, you would ask them to leave. If you cannot permanently surrender your earthly house to another, then how can you easily surrender the body, which is the soul's most intermittent dwelling? To truly surrender the body to the Father, one must be a highest effort maker, one who can offer their bodily home to the Father. Only such a powerful soul can accomplish this. Now tell me, is your role as a soul firmly established? Is it? No, it's not. Do you love the Father? That you are sure of? Because if there were no love, you wouldn't be here. It is love that has brought you here, and it is love that has drawn the Father to meet you. Baba says the definition of love is transformation. Love means that either you become like the one you love or you make them like you. So, what will you do? So, children said, we will become like Baba. So, Baba said, but you are not becoming like him. First, the Father became like you. He took a physical form just like you to come to your level. Now he has come to make you like himself. So, who has greater love then? Who has greater love then? The Father. Why? Because he first became like you and now he is making you like himself. How did he become like you? You live in the body, so he also took on a body. He became like you. Now what must you become? You must now become a pure soul. Have you already become that? No. But do you have to become it? Yes. Learning to harmonize your sanskars with one another is also a practice of becoming a soul conscious being. Seeing each other as one family is an exercise in soul awareness. Because in the Supreme Abode, all souls will reside together in the same divine space. There will be no separate rooms. Some souls wonder, will we have our own private space in Paramdham? We need VIP treatment. But this concept does not exist there. No matter how great a VIP someone is here, in the Supreme Abode there is only one divine space, no divisions. Since you will all be together there, isn't it wise to start practicing unity now? Do you understand? The drum of the Father's revelation is now beating. Say it, it has begun. There is no more delay. Time is moving at an incredible speed. Even time itself knows its destination. Time knows that the golden age is about to arrive. Time understands that it must now transition into the new era. Do you? You understand, don't you? Time itself has realized that its era is ending. Have you? If not, then awaken to this realization. To every child who has come here today, to every soul who holds the Father in their heart, to those with vast hearts, the beloved children of the Comforter of Hearts, BapDada's love, remembrance, and heartfelt greetings of Vande Matram. Why Vande Matram? Because the age of the Divine Mother has arrived. Look at this world when a husband passes away. No matter how many children a mother has, she works tirelessly to raise them, to make them capable. And what has been the belief of humanity since the Dwapar Yuga? Women were treated as mere objects. One goes, another takes her place. But women, in their faith and devotion, saw their husbands as divine beings, declaring, "You are my only love. Without you, I do not exist. If you leave, I too shall sacrifice myself upon your funeral pyre." So, can you see the contrast? The difference between a world governed by women and one dominated by men. If a woman left, she was replaced. If a man left, his wife was expected to sacrifice herself. Women were treated as lesser beings, while men were worshipped as gods. But now, if men have been given the title of God, then they must prove it. They must become truly divine. No one should think in the Dwapar Yuga we are all only men. There are mothers, children, and souls of all kinds. Purush actually means soul. So become the highest soul, the most elevated being, Purushottam. Become a being of righteousness. Say to yourself, I am the highest, the purest soul. I will never cross the boundaries of dignity. Do not see yourself as male or female. See yourself as a soul. When you see yourself as a soul, no woman will ever be treated as inferior. Instead, you will become like innocent children in the lap of the Father. That is why Baba repeatedly tells you to renounce body consciousness. Why? Because body consciousness gives power to Ravan, and through that sins are committed. When there is no body consciousness, there is no sin. Just as in the golden age where purity reigns and no sinful actions take place. So now, deeply imbibe this soul consciousness in your heart and mind. Become immersed in this awareness. To all the children who have been tirelessly engaged in Seva for so long, to all the divine servers, BapDada showers you with immense love, remembrance, and blessings. Fill your hearts and hands with this love. Always remain happy and spread happiness to all. Very soon, Brahma Baba will come and give you the complete news. Both Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba have their distinct roles, yet you are all equally beloved. Deeply cherished children of the Supreme Father, and you shall remain so forever. Acha.